Light the lamp.
पूर्वे संसृजेतामयञ्च अस्मिन् सदस्ते अद्युत्तरस्मिन् विश्वे देवा यजमानश्च सीदत। अयन्त इद्मात्मा जातवेदस्तेनेत्यस्ववतस्वचेतवर्धय चास्मात् प्रजया पशुभिर्ब्रह्मवर्चसेनान्नाद्येन समेदय स्वाहा। इदमग्नये जातवेदसे इदं नमः। ॐ समिधाग्निन्दुवस्य तद्दैर्बोधयतातिथिम् आस्मिन् हव्याजुहोतन सुसमिद्धाय शोचिषे घृतं तीव्रं जुहोतन। अग्नये जातवेदसे स्वाहा। इदमग्नये जातवेदसे इदं नमः। ॐ तन्त्वा समिद्धिरङ्गिरो घृतेन वर्धयामसि बृहज्जोत्साय विष्ठ्य स्वाहा। इदमग्नये अंगिरसे इदं नमः।
घी आवती।
अयन्त इद्मात्मा जातवेदस्तेनेत्यस्ववतस्वचेतवर्धयास्मान् प्रजया पशुभिर्ब्रह्मवर्चसेनान्नाद्येन समेदय स्वाहा। इदमग्नये जातवेदसे इदं नमः। ॐ अयन्त इद्मात्मा जातवेदस्तेनेत्यस्ववतस्वचेतवर्धय चास्मान् प्रजया पशुभिर्ब्रह्मवर्चसेनान्नाद्येन समेदय स्वाहा। इदमग्नये जातवेदसे इदं नमः। ॐ जातवेदस्तेनेत्यस्ववतस्वचेतवर्धय प्रजया पशुभिर्ब्रह्मवर्चसेनान्नाद्येन समेदय स्वाहा। इदमग्नये जातवेदसे इदं नमः। ॐ अयन्त इद्मात्मा जातवेदस्तेनेत्यस्ववतस्वचेतवर्धय चास्मात् प्रजया पशुभिर्ब्रह्मवर्चसेनान्नाद्येन समेदय स्वाहा। इदमग्नये जातवेदसे इदं नमः। ॐ अयन्त इद्मात्मा जातवेदस्तेनेत्यस्ववतस्वचेतवर्धय चास्मात् प्रजया पशुभिर्ब्रह्मवर्चसेनान्नाद्येन समेदय स्वाहा। इदमग्नये जातवेदसे इदं नमः। अदितेरुमन्यस्व अनुमन्यस्व।
Right to left, you have to sprinkle the water from your right side to left side.
सरस्वत्यनुमन्यस्व। देवसवितः प्रसूवयज्ञं प्रसूवयज्ञपतिं भगाय दिव्यो गन्धर्वके तपुः केतं न पुनातु वाचस्पति वाचं न स्वदतु
घृताहुति ॐ अग्नये
स्वाहा
इदमग्नये नमः ॐ
सोमाय स्वाहा इदं सोमाय इदं नमः ॐ प्रजापतये स्वाहा इदं प्रजापतये इदं नमः ॐ इन्द्राय स्वाहा इदमिन्द्राय इदं नमः ॐ यदस्य कर्मणोत्यरीचं यद्वानुरमिहाकरन् आग्निष्टस्विष्टकृद्विद्यात् सर्वं स्विष्टं सुहृतं करोतु मे अग्नये स्विष्टगृहे सुहृतगृहे सर्वप्रायश्चित्ताहुतीनां कामानां समर्थयित्रे सर्वान् कामान् समर्थय स्वाहा इदमग्ने स्विष्टगृहे इदं नमः ॐ स्वाहा इदं प्रजापतये इदं नमः ॐ भूरग्नये स्वाहा इदमग्नये इदं नमः ॐ भुवर्वायवे स्वाहा इदं वायवे इदं नमः ॐ स्वरादित्याय स्वाहा इदमादित्याय इदं नमः ॐ भूर्भुवस्सुरग्निवायवादितेभ्यः स्वाहा इदमग्निवायवादितेभ्यः इदं नमः ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वाहा अग्न आयुंषि पवस आसुः जमिषं च नः आरे माधस्व नमः ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वाहा अग्निर्षिः पवमानः पाञ्चजन्यः पुरोहितः तमीमहे महादयन् स्वाहा इदमग्नये पवमानाय इदं नमः ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वाहा अग्ने पवस्व स्वपाः अस्मे वर्चस्सु वीर्यं दधत्रयीमयि पोषन् स्वाहा इदमग्नये पवमानाय इदं नमः ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वाहा प्रजापतेन त्वदेतान्यो विश्वा जातानि परिता बभूव यत्त्वामासे जुहस्तन्नो अस्तु वयं श्यामतयोदयीनां स्वाहा इदं प्रजापतये इदं नमः ॐ
You can offer samagri. Start.
त्वन्नो अग्ने वरुणस्य विद्वान् देवस्य हेयो अययासि शेषाः यदिष्टो वह्नितमः शोषुषाणो विश्वाद्वेषांसि प्रमुद्यस्मत् स्वाहा इदमग्निवरुणाभ्याम् इदं नमः ॐ सत्वन्नो अग्ने वमो भवोदेनेदिष्टो अस्याउषसो व्युष्टौ अवयक्ष्वणो वरुणं रराजो वीमृळीकं सुभवो नयेभिः स्वाहा इदमग्निवरुणाभ्याम् आशास्ते यजमानो हविर्भिः अहेरमानो वरुणेन बोधुषं समानाय प्रमोषे स्वाहा इदं वरुणाय इदं नमः ॐ ये ते शतं वरुणये सहस्रं यज्ञा पाशा विदधामः तेभ्यो अद्य सवितोत विष्णुर्विश्वे मुञ्चन्तु मरुतः स्वर्गाः स्वाहा इदं वरुणाय सवित्रे विष्णवे देवेभ्यो देवेभ्यो मरुभ्यः सर्वेभ्यः नमः ॐ अयाश्चाग्नेस्य न विषस्तिताश्च सत्यमित्तमयासि अयानो यज्ञं वहास्य यानो देवेशलं स्वाहा इदमग्नये अयसे इदन्नमः ॐ उदुत्तमं वरुणमाशमस्मदात्मं विमध्यमं शमय अथावयमादित्यप्रदेतवानागसो अधिरये स्याम स्वाहा इदं वरुणायादित्यायादितये च इदं नमः ॐ भवतन्न समनसौ सरेसावरे पसौ मायज्ञं हिंसिष्टं मायज्ञपतिं जातवेदसौ शिवो भवतमद्य न स्वाहा इदं जातवेदोऽभ्याम् इदं नमः ॐ सूर्यो ज्योति सूर्य स्वाहा ॐ सूर्यो ज्योतिर्वच्च स्वाहा ॐ सूर्यो ज्योति स्वाहा ॐ सदुर्देवेन सविता सदुर्षेन्द्रवत्या ज्ञानः सूर्यो वेदु स्वाहा ॐ अग्निर्ज्योतिर्ज्योतिरग्निः स्वाहा ॐ अग्निर्वच्चो ज्योतिर्वच्च स्वाहा ॐ स्वाहा ॐ सदुर्देवेन सविता सजुषसेन्द्रवत्या जुषाणो अग्निर्वेदु स्वाहा ॐ पूर्वरग्नये प्राणाय स्वाहा इदमग्नये प्राणाय इदं नमः ॐ वायवे प्राणाय स्वाहा इदं वायवे प्राणाय इदं नमः ॐ स्वरादित्याय व्यानाय स्वाहा इदमादित्याय व्यानाय इदं नमः ॐ भूर्भुवस्वरग्निवायुवादिभ्यः प्राणापानेभ्यः स्वाहा इदमग्निवायुवादिभ्यः प्राणापानेभ्यः इदं नमः ॐ आभूतो धीरसोमृतं ब्रह्म भूर्भुवस्वरों स्वाहा ॐ यामेव गणापितरश्च उपासते दया मामद्य मेधयाग्ने मेधाविनं कुरु स्वाहा ॐ विश्वानि देव सवितरदुरितानि परासुव यद्भद्रं तन्नासुव स्वाहा ॐ अग्नेय स्वधाराये अस्मान् विश्वानि देव वयुनानि विद्वान् युयोध्यस्मज्जुहुरानमेनो भूयिष्ठान् तेन बहुक्तिं विधेम स्वाहा ॐ तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् स्वाहा ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् स्वाहा ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् स्वाहा ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् स्वाहा ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् स्वाहा ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् स्वाहा ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् स्वाहा ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् स्वाहा ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् स्वाहा ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् स्वाहा ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् स्वाहा ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् स्वाहा ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् स्वाहा ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् स्वाहा ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् स्वाहा ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् स्वाहा ॐ
VSS classes, those attending, those children can proceed outside. Others can sit here.
ॐ त्र्यम्बकम्
त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्षीयमामृता स्वाहा ॐ नमः शम्भवाय च यो भवाय च नमः शङ्कराय च महेश्वराय च नमः शिवाय च शिवराय च स्वाहा सर्वं सर्वं वै पूर्णं स्वाहा ॐ सर्वं वै पूर्णं स्वाहा ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ वसो पवित्रम् वसो पवित्रमसि शतधारं वसो पवित्रमसि सहस्रधारं देवस्त्वा सविता पुनातु वसो पवित्रेण शतधारेण सुप्वाहा कामदुक्ष स्वाहा ॐ अग्नये स्वाहा ॐ सोमाय स्वाहा ॐ अग्निशोमाभ्यां स्वाहा ॐ विश्वेभ्यो देवेभ्यः स्वाहा ॐ धन्वन्तरये पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखात् भवेत् सबका भला करो भगवान सब पर दया करो भगवान सब पर कृपा करो भगवान सबका सब विधि हो कल्याण सबको दो भक्ति का दान सबको दो वेदों का ज्ञान त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव बन्धु च सखा त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव हे ईश सब सुखी हो कोई न हो दुखारी सब हो निरोग भगवन धन धान्य के भंडारी सब भद्र भाव देखे सन्मार्ग के पथिक हो दुखिया न कोई होवे सृष्टि में सब सुखी हो, कोई न हो दुखारी। यज्ञ रूप प्रभु हमारे भाव उज्ज्वल कीजिए, छोड़ देवे छल कपट को मानसिक बल दीजिए। वेद की बोले रिचाए, सत्य को धारण करे, हर्ष में हो मगन सारे, शोक सागर से तरे। अश्वमेधाधिक रचाए, यज्ञ पर उपकार को, धर्म मर्यादा चला कर लाभ दे संसार को। नित्य श्रद्धा भक्ति से यज्ञादि हम करते रहे, रोग पीड़ित विश्व के संताप सब हरते रहे। भावना मिट जाय मन से, पाप अत्याचार की, कामनाएं पूर्ण होवे, यज्ञ से नर नारी की। लाभकारी हो हवन हर जीवधारी के लिए, वायु जल सर्वत्र हो शुभ गंध को धारण किए। स्वार्थ भाव मिटे हमारा, प्रेम पथ विस्तार हो, ईदन मम का सार्थक प्रत्येक में व्यवहार हो। हाथ जोड़ झुकाय मस्तक, वंदना हम कर रहे, नाथ करुणा रूप करुणा आपकी सब पर रहे। पूजनीय प्रभु हमारे भाव उज्ज्वल कीजिए, छोड़ देवे छल कपट को मानसिक बल दीजिए। प्रभु मानसिक बल दीजिए। शांति पाठ। ओम जो शांति अंतर शांति पृथ्वी शांतिराप शांतिरोषधय शांति वनस्पतय शांतिर्विश्वे देवा शांतिर्ब्रह्म शांतिः सर्वं शांतिः शांतिरेव शांति सामा शांतिरेधि। ओम शांति 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 श्री।
I am Satyajit of class 10 from DAV Boys Senior Secondary School, Gopalapur. With my great pleasure. Several others lost their livelihoods and means of living. The impact upon the adult sector of the society was large. However, the younger generation too felt the impact equally and lastingly. The DAV came up with a solution bridging the gap created in education due to the pandemic. Students from classes 1 were taught alphabets, while algebra and photosynthesis was taught to classes 7. The carefully curated curriculum, which was interaction-based, included several extracurricular activities like art, sports, and music. Here, Prabaha pilot batch to render a Tamil budget for the teachings of Swami Dayanand Saraswati.
செய்திடுவோம் தயானந்த வள்ளை வாழ்த்திடுவோம் சிந்தனை செய்திடுவோம் அவன் வழி தேச பணி புரிவோம் வேத முழங்கிடுவோம் வீடு தொடும் வேள்வி கனல் வளர்ப்போம் ஞான ஜோதிரை தூண்டிடுவோம் இருளை துரத்தி ஓட்டிடுவோம் கல்வி பரப்பிடுவோம் குருகுலல் கண்டுகளம் புரிவோம் வெல்லுள் திரள் வளர்ப்போம் பிரம்மச்சரிய வீரவிகம் பெறுவோம் அன்பை வளர்ப்பிடுவோம் அல்வே ஆரியரின் சிலபாம் பண்பை வளர்ப்பிடுவோம் சமரச பான்மை வளர்த்திடுவோம் சமரச பான்மை வளர்த்திடுவோம் தீரர்களை படைப்போம் திருவள்ளுவர் செல்வர்களை படைப்போம் பூரணரை படைப்போம் பொதுநலல் புண்ணியங்கள் புரிவோம் ஒன்றே பிரமம் என்போம் அதன் கோயில் உலகம் என்றுணர்வோம் ஒன்றே நமது குலம் அஜாத்மா உண்மையுன்றே மதமா அஜாத்மா உண்மையுதே மதமா அஜாத்மா உண்மையுதே மதமா.
This mesmerizing Tamil project was presented to you by Jeevithan, Yogeshwaran, Dhanasilan, Pooja, and Shalini. Practice and hard work have been part of the path. While hours of practice and hard work have been part of the path that has led to this grand success this morning, the confidence with which they performed on stage today has not failed to top it all. Confidence stands as a quality that we all must inculcate. However, the confidence implanted in us by others is just a fragile and a temporary one. The confidence which is born from our within, that is our self-confidence, is the one that will endure. Here we have Shreyas S of class 2 to talk to us about self-confidence.
Namaste to one and all present here. Namaste to one and all present here. I am Shreyas from 2nd Standard A section. Today I am going to render a speech about self-confidence. Self-confidence means having a belief in oneself. It is the attitude developed by an individual based on skills and abilities. Self-confidence is very important for a positive lifestyle. It helps you to develop trust in yourself and brings a sense of control to your life. An individual's self-confidence is boosted when one realizes one's own strength and weakness. It helps the understanding of true self. There are multiple ways to improve self-confidence. Try to recognize your strength and who you are. Self-confidence is undoubtedly the key to success. Start believing in yourself. Here I would like to say a famous quote by our former president, the Missile Man of India, Shri APJ Abdul Kalam ji. The umbrella can't stop the rain but can make us stand in the rain. Confidence not only gives us success but it also gives us the power to face any challenges in life. Let me tell you a small story. Ramesh was a smart little boy studying in class 4. He had a unique interest and talent. He loved to sing and enjoy singing. One day, his friends teased him for the singing. This affected Ramesh deeply. He started to feel sad, discouraged and shattered in spirits. Ramesh's teacher, seeing him sad, comforted him by her affectionate touch and asked him the reason for his sadness. Ramesh replied, "Ma'am, I love to sing and enjoy singing, but I am afraid if my friends would tease me and I don't feel like singing. I doubt if I am really singing well," he murmured. His teacher understood Ramesh and decided to help him overcome his mind blocks and self-doubts. She knew Ramesh's ability. She assured him, "Dear Ramesh, always believe in yourself, no matter what. I am so amazed by your love for singing. So, I want you to represent our school and sing your favorite song for our school annual day. Practice well. I am sure you can do it." By motivating Ramesh, she helped him find what he likes most about himself. Ramesh felt so encouraged and happy. His teacher's uplifting words, "Believe and can," renewed his spirits and totally melted his doubts and fears. Ramesh sincerely practiced hard. He not only found his joy back in singing, but also felt confident. Curtains up. The stage was all set. Children had gathered at the auditorium for the annual day program. Ramesh sang his favorite song of friendship. There was loud, happy cheering and applause, filled with joyous, vibrant spirits, seeing Ramesh's performance. This experience helped him to realize his ability and he felt real confidence and happiness within. He was unstoppable. From this story, we come to know how Ramesh was reminded of his strength, power and confidence. Likewise, we humans should also use our intellectual power, do hard work and with sincere prayers, anything is possible. Human beings are special on earth. Going to schools and colleges, we are getting infinite knowledge. We, students at DAV, are very fortunate to learn mantras. Attending havans make us strong to overcome any problems. Likewise, listening to these kind of stories make us feel confident. Respecting elders, listening to our teachers, hard work, doing our daily work without fail, and following only good habits will definitely help us to develop our self-confidence. I would like to conclude by saying, self-confidence is a superpower. Once we start to believe in ourselves, we will start to make wonders. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
प्रेतात्मना आत्मानां न आत्मानां अवसादयेत् आत्मैव हि आत्मनः बन्धुः आत्मैव रिपुः आत्मनः. This shloka stands testimony to the fact that even today we pray to the Almighty to be able to inculcate self-confidence. This shloka stands testimony to the fact that even today we pray to the Almighty to be able to inculcate self-confidence in ourselves as a quality, for self-confidence is the one quality which will make sure that we reach our fullest potential. Coming up next is a Hindi bhajan to be performed by students of classes 8, 9 and 10 of the DAV Boys Senior Secondary School, Gopalapuram, on actions and its consequences.
करता
The song has certainly elated our spirits. I'm sure all of us present here, as well as those present virtually, will be contented and rejuvenated for the rest of the day. I sincerely thank the management for having provided this opportunity to the participants to take part in this wonderful satsang. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
Thank you. That was an absolutely wonderful presentation by Boys Gopalapuram. I will comment more on it from the closing remarks. We'll now have a 10-minute guided meditation session by Vanshika ji. Request all to sit straight.
Namaste.
Yeah, we request if lights can be switched off.
Namaste. Now we'll have a short 10-minute guided meditation session. I would request all of you to sit straight, either in Padmasana position, Sukhasana or Ardha Padmasana position, spine erect, hands in Chin Mudra, and gently close your eyes. We'll all take a vow that we will not open our eyes for the next 10 minutes and will not let our minds wander away. Deep breath in. Second time. Third time. Now we will do a couple of rounds of pranayama. First, we'll do Bahaya pranayama. Bahaya means outside, to retain the breath outside. Completely exhale, hold your breath outside, and when you start feeling uncomfortable, inhale. 2 rounds of Bahaya pranayama. Completely exhale, hold your breath outside, and when you start feeling uncomfortable, inhale. We will now do Abhyantar pranayama. Abhyantar means inside, to retain the breath inside. Take a deep breath in, hold it within, and when you start feeling uncomfortable, exhale. 2 rounds of Abhyantar pranayama. Take a deep breath in, hold it within, and when you start feeling uncomfortable, exhale. You may continue practicing pranayama or return to normal breathing. Meditation can be divided into 3 phases, that is, stuti, prarthana, and upasana. The first phase is stuti. Stuti means to invoke the virtues, deeds, and characteristics of God. You are Bhu, the giver of life, the giver of pranaha. You are Bhuvaha, you remove all my sorrows and all my obstacles. You are Swaha, the giver of happiness and bliss. You are Sarva Shaktiman, you are all powerful. You are Sarva Rakshak, you protect me at all times. You are Sarva Vyapak, you exist everywhere, in each minute particle. It is like soaking cotton in water. Water exists in each minute particle of cotton. You are Sarvajya. You know all aspect about me and everyone else. You constantly know what I think, speak, and do. O Almighty, you are Nyayakari. You are the best judge. You sooner or later ensure justice for all. You are also compassionate. You are also Sarvadhar. You create and maintain the earth, moon, sun, and other celestial bodies. You have also scientifically created my complex body with over 1 lakh kilometer long blood vessels. Remember the vow that you have taken. You will not open your eyes and will not let your minds wander away. We now move to the second phase of meditation, that is prarthana. Prarthana means to pray to the Almighty for good intellect. We will chant Gayatri Mantra all together, praying for good intellect. Om Bhur Bhuvaswaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat. Gayatri Mantra is from Yajurveda, chapter 36, Mantra 3. The meaning is, Om, the protector of all, Bhu, the giver of life, Bhuvaha, the remover of all my sorrows and obstacles, Swaha, the giver of happiness and bliss, Tat Savitur Varenyam, the creator of the universe, and we pray to you alone. Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi, bestow us with supreme intellect. Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat, we pray that you guide our intelligence onto the right path. We'll once again chant Gayatri Mantra, internalizing its meaning. Om Bhur Bhuvaswaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat. We now move to the last phase of meditation, that is upasana. Upasana means to have a communion with the Almighty, feeling His presence. Completely surrender to Him is everything for us, that is the soul. We'll chant Tvameva Vata Chapita Tvameva with complete love, dedication, and devotion towards the Almighty. All together. Tvameva Mata Chapita Tvameva Tvameva Bandhuscha Sakha Tvameva Tvameva Vidya Dravinam Tvameva Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva. Tvameva Mata, you are my mother. Shapita Tvameva, you are my father. Tvameva Bandhuhu, you are my relative. Chasakha Tvameva, you are my friend. Tvameva Vidya, knowing you is true knowledge. Dravinam Tvameva, acquiring you is true wealth. Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva, you're everything for me. We'll once again chant all together, slowly. Tvameva Mata Cha Pita Tvameva Tvameva Bandhuscha Sakha Tvameva Tvameva Vidya Dravinam Tvameva Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Rub your palms, place it over your eyes and gently open your eyes.
Switch on the lights. So that was an absolutely wonderful program by the boys Gopalpuram. I think this little child, he instilled the self-confidence in all of us, isn't it? So he's from class second, right? Second standard, second. So I think, and I think the teachers, right, who have helped prepare him. And what's your name? One second. Shreyas. So Shreyas studies in our boys Gopalpuram campus. So excellent thing, give him a loud round of applause once again for the excellent speech. Shreyas. Also, it was very nice that we could have the Gyan Pravaha children today give a bhajan in Tamil. So Gyan Pravaha is a concept wherein the whole idea is that a lot of parents who are just not able to afford the fees at all, right, in terms of this one, can we give them good education nevertheless? And is there a way wherein we can make things still work? So we have a certain concept now, Gyan Pravaha, wherein in the evening, we're trying to see if we can run like one more double shift in the evening. So we have about 3:30, the classes begin and goes on till about 6:37. And so for these children, we try and ensure that we don't collect any fees at all, but we have the same, not the exact same set of teachers, same set of textbooks, notebooks, etc., even uniform, which is given to them so that they can come and study and have the same quality of education. So you had those children who were over here in the, for the Tamil Bhajan. So the children are still there, they're left, they're here. Okay, yeah, here are the children. So thank you very much. Nice program. Yeah, and thanks to your parents as well for encouraging you and to your teachers as well. My once again special thanks to all the teachers, Honey ma'am, music ma'am, then we have the HM ma'am and the principal ma'am as well. All are over here. Thank you everyone for coming down and for encouraging the children. Thank you. Also, we have about 5-10 minutes wherein we have some discussion generally on as part of the satsang. So overall, what is the festival coming up? Ganesh Chaturthi. So what does this Ganesh Chaturthi really mean to us? One more holiday? August is anyway a month of holidays, isn't it? So many holidays in the month of August. So it's one more holiday. So what does Ganesh Chaturthi really mean to us? Who would like, any child, anyone from, anyone would like to try and attempt an answer? What does it mean? What is the story around Ganesh Chaturthi? Why did it start? Right? What happened? Any idea? Or is it just that's a holiday on 31st of August? Any idea as to what's this, when did it start? Why did it start? Come. It's okay, whatever it's fine. Good that making an attempt. It's all of us a learning process. Yes.
Sir, Lord Shiva. Yes, Lord Shiva has two sons who are Vinayaka and Murugan. Indradeva gave one fruit. So, they both fight for that fruit. So told them to go around the earth. Who goes first and come first will get that fruit. But but Lord Muruga went all around the universe, but Vinayaka went just around their parents three times and got that fruit. Then when Muruga came, he was very angry and told, why did you give that fruit to Vinayaka? Vinayaka told him that I went around my Mata Pita, so they are like the universe. So I went around them three times. So I told them that I finished three times going around you. So I gave the fruit. They told.
Thank you. So he definitely made a good attempt, right? So let's give him a round of applause because he decided to get up and impromptu, right? He was not prepared, but by request to speak, and he kind of spoke about it. Now, overall, let's give it some thought. There are three types of, whatever we believe in this universe, in this world, is based on evidence. Yes or no? We all look for evidences, right? Look for Praman. In Sanskrit, it's called Praman. These Pramans are of three types. How many types of Praman? Three types of Praman. What are three types of Praman? Just Pratyaksh and Anuman Praman. The three types of Praman. Pratyaksh Praman, Anuman Praman, and Shabda Praman. What does Pratyaksh Praman mean? What you can yourself see from your eyes, right? And from your ears, you feel from a skin. We have 5 sense organs, right? So whatever you can directly absorb from a sense organs comes under Pratyaksh Praman. And Pratyaksh is the most convincing, right? I've seen something in my own eyes, so you're most convinced about it, isn't it? Then secondly, you have Anuman Praman. Before that, I'll cover Shabda Praman. What is Shabda Praman? Shabda Praman is wherein you listen to some scholars, read some books, right? And you figure it out. And you kind of start believing in it. Anuman Praman is estimation, critical thinking, right? Thought process. So if you see smoke, you know there is definitely fire. Why? Because you estimate, not that you've seen fire, but you estimate that because there is smoke, there has to be fire. It's thinking, critical thinking. So you have Pratyaksh Praman, Anuman Praman, and Shabda Praman. So Shabda Praman also you keep believing quite a bit. One quick example, does the earth go around the sun? Does the sun go around the earth? Earth goes on sun. You are absolutely sure about it. But based on what Praman? Shabda Praman, right? It's not based on Anuman Praman. I don't think you really feel that as if, indeed if you look at just Pratyaksh Praman, looks like the sun goes around, right? Isn't it? By Pratyaksh Praman looks like sun rises in the east, it travels all the day and sets in the west, right? So it looks as if sun is going around the earth. But you're completely convinced that the earth goes around the sun. Based on what? Shabda Praman. Because in your textbooks you have read for a long period of time, right? Every time you had an exam, if you wrote the other way around, you got a marks cut. So you are completely clear that it is the earth goes around the sun. So you have three types of Praman: Anuman Praman, Shabda Praman, and Pratyaksh Praman. Now whatever you said, if you think about it, is based on which Praman? Can it be also validated by Anuman Praman? You said that he went around the earth and came back. Can it be, see, everything in this world you have to keep validating. And Anuman Praman is extremely important. One of the most important Pramans is Anuman Praman. We use it the most all the time, right? You estimate, right? So can some of these aspects, for example, what he mentioned, and what is the other story about Ganesha? How did Lord Ganesha come about? Any idea? How did Ganesha come about? Whatever you remember.
Mata Parvati had created Lord Ganesha to protect, to guard her gate so that no one will come inside. Once Shiva came, Lord Shiva came, he wanted to meet Parvati, but Ganesha did not let him inside. So in fury, he cut off Ganesha's head. And when Parvati came and saw this, she was crying and thoughting that you killed my son, what do I do now? Now then Narada told, Rishi Narada told that we can get some animal's head and attach it to Ganesha. Then they realized, go get a elephant's head and we can attach it here. So the Nandi and the Ganpret went around the forest looking for the elephant's head, and then they finally found one. They came back to Ganesha, and then they fused the body and the elephant's head, and that's how Ganesha is said to have a elephant-shaped head.
Thank you. Sit down. So once again, you heard the story now, right? This is what is told to us based on which Praman? Shabda Praman. Anuman Praman, does this validate in any way? In Anuman Praman, we saw 3 Pramans, right? Pratyaksh, definitely no, right? You have not seen, right? But Shabda Praman. So you heard from someone, right? Someone told you, so you are believing in this. Does it get validated by Anuman Praman? Whatever he told right now, right? Think about it. What all did we discuss over here? So we discussed that Shiva came and he cut off this child's head. What are we telling over here? Is it justified? Is it justified? Is it justified? For example, today if someone was to do this, how would you look at it? Very negatively, right? Extremely negatively. For such a small thing, how can, Lord Shiva, who would cut off the head of a child, for such a small thing, that he did not allow him to go in? Anuman Praman. We need to think about some of these questions. So it's not about right or wrong, but some of these things, the 3 types of Praman is there, Pratyaksh, Anuman and Shad. You have to validate some of these aspects once it is told to us. Because when our children, if I was to ask him, if he was to go to anyone else, any other religion or any other place, and someone was to really ask you to justify this, almost impossible. How will you justify some of these things? It's just so difficult, right? What does Ganesha really mean? If you think Gana plus Isha, right? It's you do a Sandhi and becomes Ganesha. Ganesha is one who governs, one who protects all of us, one who governs, that's called Ganesha, right? So Ganesha is definitely God, but it is the same one God with different qualities, so different names. So the way one person can be compassionate, can be brave, can be, can be honest, can be hardworking. These are all qualities referring to that one person. So similarly, God is one, and God is there everywhere, right? So this Ganesha is nothing but one of the qualities of the same God. One who governs is called Ganesha. So Ganesh Chaturthi, when it comes, definitely Ganesha should be God, should be thought about, should be worshipped. We should think about it, we should meditate on it. But some of these aspects, like story that he just mentioned, like story that the previous child just mentioned, are things that we need to think about a bit more deeply. Because otherwise, when we just accept them just completely as it is, there are certain, from a logical perspective, it is not very convincing. If you think about it, this Ganesh Chaturthi as a festival really came about in the year 1893. How many years back? 1893? We're in 2022. So 1893 would be roughly 100 plus 7 plus 22, right? 129? 129 years back. Why was it started as a procession, etc.? Any idea? Why was Ganesh Chaturthi started as a festival? Such a huge festival. Who started it? Huge processions happen. Even here it happens, right? In Bombay it's even more. Any idea as to why did it happen? Why did it start? 129 years back, before that, you did not have the way you see Ganesh Chaturthi today. Any idea? Anyone else in the audience who would like to guess? Yes? Ganesha's birthday. Right. So, overall this started in the year 1893 by Bal Gangadhar Tilak. Right? And why was it started by him? Because at that point of time, the Britishers had banned, right, gathering of a lot of people, because they were feeling that, when a lot of Indians, we all get together, we are using it for what? Really for our freedom struggle. So they had banned a lot of people coming together. At that point of time, Bal Gangadhar Tilak, who was a great freedom fighter. He was based from the state of Maharashtra. And so he felt that let us use this Ganesh Chaturthi as a way, or as a, it's just like a, it's a, you know, it's a reason, you find a reason to get all people together. And he started this Ganesh Chaturthi, wherein this idol would be then taken and as a procession and put into a water body. That's how it started in the year 1893. So these are some of the aspects that we need to know as we celebrate Ganesh Chaturthi. So there's a certain reason behind it uniting people, if you think about it. It is not that it's like the fundamental reason is that we all need to be united and work for the welfare of the country. That was the reason why this whole procession, etc. was started. Today it has become merely a holiday for all of us. Right? So just thought we'll have some discussions before we close. So now we will, it's about 9:20, we try and, we will, any announcements are there? Cover, please.
Namaste to everyone. Thank you, Vikasji, for giving such a quick talk about Ganesh Chaturthi. And I wish it stays, I hope it stays with all of us. There are a few announcements. The last time as well I had announced that there is a very significant event happening in Rojad, or rather not in Rojad, in Gandhinagar, which is the inauguration of a new ashram. Okay, not Shilanyas of a new ashram, and a very big one. It would be possibly one of the largest centers of its kind in the country. So adjoining or along with that, Shilanyas or the groundbreaking ceremony, they are conducting a camp for all those who are interested to attend it and also participate in the historical event of the Shilanyas. So I would invite everyone, those who can go to a Gandhinagar, and those who can't can still explore their capabilities. I mean, we may think we have not been there, it's a new place, so all the arrangements, right, we can do it together. The bookings can be done in advance. पहले से ही booking कराई जा सकती है. The only limitation is that this is a program that will be in Hindi. So those who, even if you can't speak but can understand Hindi, you should go there if you can make it. It is from the 20th to the 25th of September. So the details are over here. There are two camps running in parallel during this time. One is in a resort, another one is in a temple. The charges, of course, of a resort and the temple are little different. Depending upon your choice, आपके सुविधा अनुसार, अनुकूलता अनुसार आप इसमें registration करा सकते हैं. And of course, both the camps will converge on the 25th for the groundbreaking ceremony or the Shilanyas ceremony of the ashram. तो आप में से जो भी, और आप में से कई लोग शिविर में अटेंड किए भी हैं, पर जो भी जाना चाहे जा सकते हो. इसको आप लीजिए, वेकेशन समझ लीजिए, जो भी समझ लीजिए. है भी वेकेशन एक तरह का, क्योंकि चेंज होता है. ये नहीं कि इसमें आपको बहुत आराम मिलेगा, मतलब आपको पूरे दिन का काम रहेगा, अलग अलग क्लासेस, अलग अलग प्रकल्पों में जाने का. बट इट विल बी अ गुड ब्रेक फ्रॉम योर डे टू डे रूटीन एंड इट विल गिव यू समथिंग न्यू. So with this, I request those who are willing to or keen to go there to register. You can directly register on their website, or you can reach out to the Arya Samaj office and we can register it for you. The charges are given here. With this, the announcements are done. Anything else? The Purohitji was Sarlaji. PPT support, I didn't really see Ojas over here. He gave the PPT support. So he has given the PPT support. And of course, no other announcement right now. So, yeah, so we can close it now. Who will recite the Shanti part? Yeah. So I invite the school children to recite the mantra, Bhojan mantra and the Shanti part.
द्यौ शान्तिरन्तरिक्षं शान्तिर्पृथिवी शान्तिराप शान्तिरोषधय शान्तिः वनस्पतय शान्तिर्विश्वे देवा शान्तिः ब्रह्म शान्तिः सर्वं शान्तिः शान्तिरेव शान्तिः सामा शान्तिरेधि ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः ॐ अन्नपतेन्नस्य नो देह्यनमीवस्य सुष्मिनः प्रप्रदातारं वारिष ऊर्जं नो देहि द्विपदे चतुष्पदे ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः